everybody, I'm the voice of reason, and welcome back to How WWE Should Have Booked, where I take a look at a misbooking opportunity and rebook it better because, well, like my co-collaborator Nikki, I like to plagiarize. So 2017 started off really darn good last year. However, just kind of fell apart around WrestleMania season. And it's all because of the biggest misbooking opportunity of 2017. But hey, go away, go away, go away! You belong in Nikki's video! Go! Go! No, I'm talking about Bray Wyatt as WWE Champion. So 2016, at least the tail end of 2016, was really darn good for Bray Wyatt. You had Bray Wyatt tormenting Randy Orton going into No Mercy. And then at No Mercy, Luke Harper returns. Holy crap, where did you come from? And because of that, Randy Orton loses to Bray Wyatt. And leading into Survivor Series, just the torment just keeps on piling on, and Randy Orton joins the Wyatt family. Holy cow, this is something new. I kind of like it. Then, going into Survivor Series, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt were the sole survivors for Team SmackDown. That is awesome! Then at TLC in December, Bray wins WWE Gold, earning the SmackDown tag titles from Rhino and Slater. And then they ended up losing to American Alpha at the last SmackDown of the year. So Royal Rumble comes, and then Randy Orton wins the Royal Rumble. Okay, this is interesting. As long as it's not Roman Reigns, we're good. Then at Elimination Chamber, we see two awesome matches. Randy Orton, Luke Harper, which was probably the most underrated match of the year, with the exception of one or two at SummerSlam. And probably the most shocking, Bray Wyatt going over both John Cena and AJ Styles in the Elimination Chamber match. Bray Wyatt is WWE Champion. He has grabbed the brass ring. Lol, Randy Orton turns on him. So then the Build Mania happens, and that was, weird to say the least. You had Randy Orton burning down the Wyatt compound for one thing. That sends Bray into a tizzy, and he is pissed. So is he gonna get his revenge at WrestleMania? No, he has probably the worst match at WrestleMania. Unique, but yeah, the worst match at WrestleMania. So he loses the title in a fairly unique match. So what's he gonna do to get his revenge? Is he gonna get his title back? No, he gets traded to Raw. Sorry, what? Oh, well, okay, well maybe he's gonna take it away from Randy Orton in a unique match at Payback. No, he has the god-awful House of Horrors match. So yeah, Bray goes to Raw and does jack all. I mean, he has a feud with Seth Rollins, which goes nowhere. A good feud, but again, goes nowhere. And then he starts feuding with Finn Balor, and that feud gets interrupted because of meningitis. So yeah, Bray Wyatt's stop-start booking kinda ruined him in 2017. Especially his run as WWE Champion. And I could do it better. Okay, so before we get to the nitty-gritty, there's a couple things that need to happen. First off, the build to TLC, that has to remain the same. So Randy Orton joins the Wyatt family, Randy and Bray are the sole survivors at Survivor Series, and they win the tag titles at TLC from Rhino and Slater. All that, that's the same. Now, going into December, there's a couple things I need to tweak. The first thing that needs to change is the Hype Bros are the #1 contenders and stay the #1 contenders. Because if you remember, Zack Ryder got injured when he basically blew out his knee in the Battle Royale. So I'm gonna change it up a bit. So instead of winning it in the Battle Royale, the Hype Bros are actually gonna win it in a Fatal 4-Way. They're gonna be facing, let's say, American Alpha, the Usos, and Rhino and Slater again. And they ended up winning. So, yeah, good on the Hype Bros. So, the final SmackDown of the year, it's the Hype Bros versus the Wyatts. And the Hype Bros actually win. The Hype Bros are WWE SmackDown champions. Mojo Rawley gets his gold. So yeah, I'm actually keeping that the same. The Wyatts actually lose at the end of the year. Because, well, 2016 sucked and SmackDown needed something to send everyone home happy because, yeah. And we're gonna have the Wyatts going up against the Hype Bros again, and this time, the Wyatts win. So it's not actually going to be a long reign for the Hype Bros, much like Zack Ryder's other reign with another title. Yeah, I'm still pissed. Now at the end of the evening, Randy Orton will still win the Royal Rumble. This will come into play later. So going into Elimination Chamber, Randy doesn't really need to be in the Elimination Chamber match, so he doesn't actually need to be in the match where he can just challenge afterwards. So instead, he teams up with Luke Harper to face off against American Alpha, and the Wyatts lose due to miscommunication. American Alpha are your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Now, in the Elimination Chamber match, once again, that stays the same. Bray Wyatt going over AJ Styles and John Cena. So the following Tuesday on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt comes out to all the adoring fans, his Fireflies, and all the "you deserve it" chants. And yeah, he did deserve it. But then out comes John Cena wanting his rematch, which of course he gets in the main event of SmackDown that Tuesday, and loses. So Cena loses, and he'll have his feud with The Miz where he'll eventually propose to Nikki Bella. I'm crying, you're crying! So the following Tuesday, Harper and Orton demand a rematch against American Alpha. And once again, due to miscommunication, they lose. Now before this, let's say the infighting is just starting because of the miscommunication. Now Bray Wyatt, being the leader of the Wyatt family, is trying to keep stability between these two, when all of a sudden he's attacked by AJ Styles. Styles wants a shot at the gold, except one problem. Randy Orton is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. So the following Tuesday, AJ gets his shot at the #1 contendership against Randy Orton, and wins thanks to interference from Luke Harper. Harper has lost it. He wants Randy Orton out of the Wyatt family. The fighting just keeps building and building and building, and Bray has had enough. Bray has an ultimatum. Randy Orton versus Luke Harper. The loser leaves the Wyatt family forever. So that excellent match we had at Elimination Chamber, that gets moved up to WrestleMania, and Luke Harper loses. Luke Harper is officially out of the Wyatt family, aka he goes to Raw. So then we have Styles versus Bray Wyatt, the face that runs the place versus the Eater of Worlds. And Bray Wyatt wins through the mind games that he used with the projector. Yeah, even though it deprives us of the awesome Shane McMahon AJ Styles feud, admit it, you want to see AJ Styles go 1-on-1 against Bray Wyatt. There you have it. Bray Wyatt defends the WWE title at WrestleMania. He officially has the whole world in his hands. Unfortunately, he's in the perfect sights for Randy Orton. Orton now executes his revenge. So, how are we starting this off? The usual RKOs out of nowhere, just trying to get inside Bray Wyatt's head. So for the first part of the feud, we go into Backlash. And Wyatt actually wins. Decisively. It just turns out that Bray has a stronger mind than Randy Orton. So Orton's trying to think, what the hell do I have to do? Why is he still so stronger than me? I'm trying to get in his head and it's not working. Which leads to the realization that it's not Bray that's getting in his head, it's Sister Abigail that's fueling it. So, leading into Money in the Bank on the penultimate SmackDown, Randy Orton burns down the Wyatt compound, along with, presumably, Sister Abigail inside. And in Money in the Bank, Randy Orton wins. As a result of this, Bray is broken. He's mentally not there. He's not thinking straight. He is pissed that he has pretty much lost everything. His compound is destroyed, Sister Abigail is presumably gone along with it, and now he no longer has the WWE title. So going into Battleground, he really gets aggressive. He's not letting Randy Orton get an inch of defense or offense or whatever. He wants everything back. And he intends to get everything back, including a perfect replacement for Sister Abigail. Because at Battleground, it'll be Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton for the WWE title in a buried alive match. And this is going to be really damn intense. You almost think that Bray is actually going to win everything back. He is on a tear until one lucky RKO. Randy kicks Bray into the ditch, starts burying him. Bray Wyatt has officially been buried alive. Now, what happens after Battleground? Well, as a result of this, Bray will turn up on Raw Reborn, presumably meningitis-free. And he'll turn up after SummerSlam to feud with Finn Balor. Now, what about Randy Orton? So, at SummerSlam, let's have him go up against Shinsuke Nakamura. However, that gets torn out because someone catches in on Randy Orton. Jinder Mahal. So yeah, I'm actually tying that into what Nikki's doing right now. Bray will feud with Balor up until Survivor Series, and Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura will trade blows with Jinder Mahal, and then Jinder will eventually lose to AJ Styles before Survivor Series, so that way we don't have to face Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. Oh dear God. So, there you have it. That's how I would book Bray Wyatt as WWE Champion. It pretty much concludes 2 stories as well as open up a potential third later on. Bray Wyatt still gets his moment in the spotlight, Randy Orton gets his revenge for all that torment he joined going into the Wyatt family, and Jinder gets his time with the title without overstaying its welcome. And thus concludes how WWE should have booked. I'm the voice of Reason the Haymakers, and we'll see you next time.